We continue to track Hurricane Dennis. The states of Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana are under a state of emergency.
We're going to take you now to Panama City Beach, Florida. More than 700,000 residents in the Florida Keys and the Panhandle are under evacuation orders.
Meteorologist Mike Bettis joins us live from the Gulf Coast. Mike, that area has been hit by several storms. Has there been much beach erosion?
That's always a concern here, Bob. As you know, you can definitely make an argument that Florida has some of the most pristine beaches in the entire country. And this is Panama City Beach. A nice wide beach here, but would you believe that it used to be almost twice this size? It's almost unbelievable, unfathomable to you that you could get a beach that is this wide and is half as much as it used to be. We're very close here to the shoreline. Unfortunately, there's such shallow water out here that the waves crash, and they crash very sharply, and that takes a lot of the sand back out. And everything, as far as beach erosion, really got started last year with a horrific hurricane season. The one that affected us here was Hurricane Ivan. We actually lost 50 feet of beach due to erosion with Hurricane Ivan last September. And believe it or not, with Tropical Storm Arlene last month, 100 feet of beach was lost here. So 150 feet of beach has been lost with those two storms, and chopping this beach width almost in half. And a lot of folks that come down here to the beach, a lot of the tourists, they take a look at the beach and they say, oh, look at all the seaweed. I don't want to come down to the beach. It's just not very pretty. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. But this seaweed actually serves a very important purpose, because you see they leave it. The Beach Patrol actually leaves the seaweed on the beach because it helps retain the sand. It helps the beach build back up again. And so the folks that maintain the beaches say, hey, we're going to leave it here for quite some time until we get enough width to the beach that then we'll come along with the rake and we'll rake up all the seaweed. But until that happens, and it may be another season or even two, the seaweed is going to stay, Bob and Nicole. Unfortunately, that is not to the delight of all the tourists that like to come down here, but it's for a very good ecological reason. And hopefully we're going to keep our fingers crossed we don't get too much beach erosion with this storm, but unfortunately we're going to be on the east side of it, which means we could see those waves and those winds come maybe almost perpendicular to the beach. So something that we'll watch for, some more beach erosion here in Panama City.
And Mike, this is just in, actually. This has been upgraded to a Category 3 with winds of 150 miles per hour. So now that Dennis is a major hurricane again, hopefully the evacuations there are going well?
They've actually gone very well, Nicole. It's very almost eerie. You know, we've been down here several times over the past year and a half. There really, almost literally, is nobody here except us. So everyone has bugged out and gotten back to the mainland, which is very good news. We don't like to see people here trying to wait it out. And so, you know, as far as evacuations go, no complaints whatsoever, no worries. And the EOC, I think, is very confident that everyone is out of harm's way today.
Thank you, Mike.
And some interesting information about that beach erosion, chopped in half. I mean, that's significant. Dennis may chop it more, that beach. Now, the weather is much worse in other parts of Florida. We've seen tornadoes in the Tampa area earlier today.
Yes, and Dr. Greg Forbes is joining us now with the latest on that severe weather.
Nicole, there have been 5 tornadoes.
In turns impact the winds 115 miles an hour, and it could increase in strength even more this evening.
Yeah, and coming up next, we're going to show you more of the damage done by the storms that have been spawned from Dennis. We'll be right back.